Thank everybody for coming today. I'd like to call to order the December 4, 2017 meeting of the Limestone County Commission. Pamela, do we have any public comment?
No, sir.
All righty. Could you please call roll?
Commissioner Hill.
Here.
Commissioner Turner.
Here.
Commissioner Black.
Here.
Commissioner Harrison.
Here.
All present. Mr. Black, would you lead us in our pledge?
Will. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner Black.
You're welcome.
All righty, first item on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve minutes from November 20th and November 29th, 2017. Do I hear such motion?
So move.
I have a motion by Mr. Hill. I have a second by Mr. Black. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Our next item, I'll ask for a motion to approve claims in the amount of $2,372,337.30. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. There are no resolutions and orders to come before the commission. We'll move on to contracts, agreements, and grants. Item number 1, I'll ask for a motion to approve reimbursable agreements for relocation of utility facilities on public right-of-way to replace existing bridge on Liberty Way over Little Limestone Creek. These agreements will be with the Ardmore Telephone Company for $2,603.10, Limestone County Water and Sewer Authority for $35,441.74, and Athens Electric Department for $3,359.01. Do I hear such motion?
So move.
I have a motion by Mr. Hill. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harrison. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item, I'll ask for a motion to approve State Homeland Security Grant Program Cooperative Agreement between the Limestone County EMA and ALEA for assistance allocation in the amount of $47,308. Award number 7 LOC, Limestone Sheriff's Office, for the following equipment: an Oculus camera recorder system in the amount of $12,305, 3 portable covert surveillance systems in the amount of $16,469.79, 1 Stalker MC360 message trailer in the amount of $12,894, 1 Stalker Sam R/solar trailer in the amount of $5,639. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion?
I just talked to Fred just
Sure.
in the meeting, and all 4 of these, right, have to do with the speed limit trailer sign, right?
Sam does, and the Stalker message trailer does. The other 3 are going to be covert video systems.
Okay.
We have a motion and a second. If there's no other discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item, I'll ask for a motion to approve Guardian IPCO Superior Water Treatment Program Agreement to test and provide sufficient water treatment chemical to control scale, corrosion, and fouling in the boiler at the courthouse in the amount of $1,600 annually. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Harrison. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Black. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Pardon me. Our next item, I'll ask for a motion to approve resolution and Alabama Department of Economic Community Affairs Recreational Trails Agreement, number 17-RT-54-09. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
I have a second by Mr. Hill. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Motion carries unanimously. There are no budget revisions to come before the commission, no emergency purchases, and no board appointments. Our next item, I'll ask for a motion to award the bid to McPherson Company for motor oils from December 7th, 2017 through December 6th, 2018 in the amount of $4,840.87. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Turner. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Black. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Motion carries unanimously. There are no personnel actions. Now we turn it over to our esteemed engineer, Mr. Moss.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. All I have for you this morning, we have one subdivision. It's a minor subdivision. It's Bobby Jackson subdivision. This will be preliminary and final approval. This is consists of 2 lots located in District 1 on Holt Road.
All righty. Do I hear a motion to approve Bobby? That's a heck of a name to put on. Who would want to live there at Bobby Jackson subdivision? Tammy, as an accomplished realtor as you are. Do I hear a motion to approve Bobby Jackson subdivision as submitted by our engineer department?
So moved.
I have a motion by Mr. Hill. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harrison. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison, Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Can we not do in the future, can we not look at having a little more discretion over names? Why we name it? I'm sorry. Look, Bobby's an old friend of mine, so I kind of pick at him a little. Moving on to other business. I'll ask for a motion to remove the following equipment from inventory. From the Sheriff's Department, a Netgear Ready NAS 1100. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Hill. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Motion carries unanimously. At this time, gentlemen, as you know, we have to, got to put on Wednesday, approve our county depository by law every year, the first meeting in December. So I'll ask for a motion to suspend the rules of order to add approval of county depository to the agenda. Do I hear such motion?
So moved.
A motion by Mr. Hill. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Motion carries unanimously. Now I'll ask for a motion to approve First National Bank as the county depository per Code Alabama 1975, Section 11-4-41. Do I hear such motion?
So moved.
I have a motion by Mr. Turner. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Hill. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill, Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Motion carries unanimously. There's no scheduled public hearings. Therefore, we'll move to the report of our officers. Commissioner Hill.
Good morning to everybody. Just like to report, we're going to be doing some spot leveling, asphalt on Duggar Road and Sartor Springs Road. So if you're on them roads, be sure to watch for the crews and working. And also, we're doing the normal day-to-day work, bush hogging, patching. Appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Turner.
The contractor finished pouring the concrete for the box culvert extensions. He's out there this morning removing the forms from the last few that he poured, so we'll be the rest of the day getting those covered back up with dirt and dressed up around those areas. The rest of the week, weather permitting, we'll be ditching and just doing normal pothole repair. The East Limestone widening project is getting closer. It's still a little ways off, but we're still trying to finish up some things with the right-of-way agreements, and then hopefully that project to go out for bid sometime in February, we hope, or in that time frame.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Black?
We've got dirt that we've been hauling. We've had a large stockpile of dirt, and we found some locations that people that wanted it, and I'm very happy to say that we're getting rid of a lot of field dirt that we had from the Shaw Road job from the flood of 2015. They hauled it into our shop. We're patching, doing some ditching in our district where it's been needed for a little while, that water stands. And then our litter crew has really been busy because evidently on Black Friday everybody bought a new TV, and then everybody decided they wanted to ride down the road and throw out their old TVs. So we've been picking a lot of television sets up. So sounds crazy, but I think we've gotten 12 since last week. I don't understand that. Just take it to the dump. Don't throw it out for us to pick up, because most of the time they bust the screen out. We got to get the glass up, and then we got to get the television set. So thanks.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Harrison?
We got rained out putting the finishing touches on Belly Hill Drive, and so we're finishing that up today, trying to get it smoothed back down, and it should be complete. We'll see how that survives the weather of the winter. We're also planning to put 2 5-foot diameter culverts in on Pope Road. Those metal culverts at the end there they're collapsed, so we're replacing that, and then we will use the reclaimer to go back, and from that point forward, that's chip seal. We're going to grind it up and put it back down. Also, remind you guys, even though we discussed this at the work session last Wednesday, this next work session I'll be putting proposals on the agenda to consider at the regular meeting for ways to generate more revenue for roads, and I will consider any proposal that will reduce cost and provide more funds for roads in the next work session. So it's not too late to bring your proposals. Thank you.
Thank everyone for attending today. Everybody have a great rest of the week. Bobby, it's always good to see you again. Tammy, always better to see you.
I need to back up. Sure. I think Sonia may put in the paper, but December 15th will be the last hire dump day, according to what she told me. And I encourage people, when that date comes, be sure to not throw them out at the gate, at the shed, because then we're working under a grant now. And if you throw them out after that point, it comes out of the taxpayer. Taxpayers have to pay for it. We have to take it out to the dump station. So I encourage people to put that date on their list, and if they got them, bring them before then. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you,
I'm sorry
sir.
to interrupt.
No problem. And with that, we'll recess until 10 a.m. on Wednesday, December 13th, 2017 at the Washington Street Courthouse Annex, 310 West Washington Street, Athens, Alabama. Y'all have a great week.